Good morning, everybody. We're in Lake Wales, Florida, home of Bok Tower Gardens.
You know that phrase?
So a little bit about Edward Bok. He was born in the Netherlands and migrated to Brooklyn at age 6. By the time that he was 13 years old, he needed to work to help support his family financially. And in 1889, Bok became the chief editor of the Ladies' Home Journal. He and his wife created the summer residence, and the gardens live on as a historic landmark. Wandering around inside here, here's a mock-up of the singing tower. You can take a little video tour of the outside of the tower or the inside. Here we are inside the tower as well. We've got a library, workshop, storage, founder's room, archives. Here's the library and the bell chamber. Here's the music of the tower. Every day at multiple times of the day, a little concert of the tower. This carillon is a tribute of affection from Edward Bok to his grandparents. Here are some examples of the Ladies' Home Journal and some books that Edward Bok wrote as well. He also brought to the masses architecture and plans to make affordable housing. He's also the first person to coin the phrase living room for your parlor. Here's some knickknacks, memorabilia, souvenirs of the Singing Tower, including this little Rice Krispie box. That's so funny. The Bok family did not support the commercialization of the gardens and Singing Tower, but many businesses created and sold all kinds of memorabilia, including that Coke bottle cap and playing cards. Sanctuary. You get a little view of the ecosystem from 25 million to 5 million years ago, and 5 million to 2 million, 2 million ago to recent, and 10,000 to present. So back to the architecture and the influence that Edward Bok had. He would sell plans for low-cost housing where people would be able to buy houses super cheap back in the day, and actually even came up with the concept of importing bungalow-type places for people to buy or to make. And he was criticized for doing as much from some of his peers because, of course, they want to make money, and he wanted people to have affordable housing.
Well, they say they play it over. Little states.
We reached the fork in the road, but you can hear the Singing Tower playing some bells.
This is called the Overlawn.
That's the pollinator garden.
Berries.
Butterflies. Look at all these bees. We'll take a look through the children's garden first. There's an outdoor kitchen and edible garden. And this is a discovery center.
What a really nice kitchen.
You have a little play area here. You have a magnolia tree. It smells so good in here too.
It's beautiful. That's the magnolia
Look at the
tree.
rock work. River walk. Oh, hello, squirrel.
I don't know if it's gonna do.
Oh, we've made fountains go. Squirrel doesn't want to get wet. He got bit up on the back. He's got some bite marks. Meander around. Looks like I've lost a golf ball or two in places like this in the past.
Oh, like, okay. Oh my God, this is so cool.
This is so awesome. Little people can be old people. Look at this. Welcome to the land of make-believe. These rocks all have words, so you can make your own little sentences in this rock garden. These are some rather large bees. Everything is bigger in Florida. You have another pathway here for the bird hollow. Mary's taking photos of me.
There's some big ass.
Oh, hello, Mr. Lizard.
They're smelling so beautiful.
Flowers and trees smell so good.
He's
So
breathing.
good.
His little thing underneath his neck is like puffed up. Oh, he ran away.
Hello, bird.
Hello, bird.
So it's funny, they say bobcat scramble. We did see scat as we walked into the trail initially. Some sand tunnels.
Little barn.
You can get going with your farming. We've got oregano and tea, marjoram, some basil and rosemary and aloe,
Hey, you got stevia.
ginger. Wow.
Oh, we got fennel.
We'll head towards the tower. Wow. Hmm. Look at this. Got two little birds here. Ducks. Just gonna take off. It's 10 a.m. This is essentially a grave marker for Edward Bok, and you can see his grave is right over there in front of the brass door. That's where he requested to be buried. The outside of the tower is really quite lovely. There's some scenic overlooks and benches. Nice shade. You can see some farms out there in the distance. You might be able to see the Lake Wales water tower out there in the distance. The breeze is magnificent here. And there's always a bench. If I could set up a hammock back here, I would sleep for hours. This is the most peaceful place and relaxing that I think I've been to in years. And that breeze is just unlike anything else in Florida. She's coming. The Singing Tower with its adjacent sanctuary was dedicated and presented for visitation to the American people by Calvin Coolidge, President of the United States, February the 1st, 1929. I'm no paleontologist, but I think we've returned to Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Gonna take a tour of the mansion.
Just figuring out what to do.
Okay, step forward.
Walking past, folks. This is really an eclectic group that's here. You have like commercial photographers or wedding photographers. There was a John Hammond looking guy, somebody wearing an Illuminati shirt with a pair of scissors going through the eye. And lots of Instagram folks. This is a one-of-a-kind 1932 Mediterranean-style home and Olmsted designed landscape. The home is one of the finest examples of Mediterranean-style architecture in the southeast. This was built for Charles Austin Bok, a Bethlehem steel executive. 20 rooms in this guy.
Wow.
This is paid for by steel money, unlike Sarasota, which is all circus money. Hello, little lizard.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Sorry, give us that chemo.
Powder room.
So you come back, wait for orders, and just do a little bit of work. Just be careful on your way down, and y'all have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Okay. After you.
Backstairs.
Here's the powder room for when you arrive.
All right, hands up against the wall. Who's got the okra and the eggplant? No. Okay, so we're good.
We're good.
Yes.
This is the butler's pantry. These dishes are from Spain. These are from Italy. This used to have a spiral staircase, which was removed because the last person that lived here, before they bought it,
It's a neat sink, though. It really is.
they put in an elevator because they couldn't move up the stairs.
An actual 1930 General Electric refrigerator.
This sink can never overflow. Wow.
Make sure you go back in that corner and see the refrigerator. It's all as original. The fire
Oh
unit
my
was put in
goodness.
later.
That's the fridge.
And the last thing is everybody's seen, most of you seen the garden out back. He did have a vegetable garden here. It was, if you saw cars parked up there, that whole area was his garden. You'll enjoy it more than me telling you what it says.
So the reason why there's a mirror on the fridge is because after you get the item out of the fridge to serve the guests, you need to look presentable.
Nice view of the
Okay, so
gardens
he
in
had
every
to-
room he was
He had to have buttons throughout the house to call.
The table was
Wow.
full of 12 people there.
The one, the castle
He
with
just
the
had to put the
cars,
extensions on it.
those fancy cars.
Oh,
This is the round room for guests waiting, right beyond the dining room. And this is the lower hall, which was the main entrance for family and friends.
Did the house originally have electricity?
This is Mr. Buck's office.
yeah.
And this is the loggia.
Yeah, yeah.
Living room, music room.
You'll see there's a beautiful fireplace there. You would have come in here after dinner. You would have still had your finery on. You could have maybe had an after dinner drink. This is Nellie Bok of the Bok Tower family. On her 16th birthday. Yeah, the built-in cabinetry and everything. And here it's beautiful. And this wood, not wood, this floor is solid wood. It's oak. And it's original. And there's no metal in it. It's all from home.
Oh.
Brought down in here.
Exit here from hosting your party and go straight up to your bedrooms.
This may have been commissioned. This paint.
All right, we're going up.
Which one? That was my favorite.
Like crazy.
Wasn't it that every door is different? No single door is the same? Yeah.
They're none the same.
Good.
Each one different in the frames, so.
This was his closet. And his bathroom that you can access from the bedroom or outside. Every door is different in here too.
This one.
Fun to look at it again, even if you've been here once, of helpers,
Well,
aides and butlers.
Bedroom.
Well, I have the other one.
Wow. And again, every door different. Here's bedroom 4.
Bigger than the other rooms. Those two were mostly for the guests.
Wow. Here's the staff hall. All the buttons.
There were 2 bedrooms down there that were used for the women servants.
Okay.
And 1 bathroom to share with they had like
Lucy Buck Fox. This was Mr. Buck's youngest daughter's room.
Bigger than dad's. Yep.
like when you go down the steps, you can see that every tile. is
Wow.
different.
Yep.
You can check on that.
And we're back outside. Quite a remarkable residence, especially just for the summertime and built in the 1930s. We're walking out into his backyard. You can see the lake back there.
That's what I said.
Absolutely remarkable.
Oh, they just the house. It's amazing how this wall color is perfect.
Come out here to his garage. This area where people park their cars was part of the original gardens here for that home. We're walking all around the perimeter here. You can see the tower from quite a distance. There's a really cute cafe here too with hot and cold food and cold drinks as well as beer on tap. A tribute to Edward William Bok.
See houses.
Back to the tower. Right over here with these benches is the concert viewing area when they have live concerts. And you get a pretty good look at the tower here too. And this is the Peace Lantern. presented to the sanctuary as a tribute to Edward Bok by Sujita of Tokyo, Japan in 1955. There's a little black snake on the floor.
Yeah, still.
Look at that little racer.
Come on, give me some food.
Somebody's got something set up here so that you can get engaged. I know some folks might think, man, it's a bummer that you can't get inside the tower. But I gotta be honest, I don't think I would want to go in there. Not only would it be like 1,000 degrees, but who wants to walk up so many stairs to get to the top? We did the lighthouse at St. Augustine, and that was a killer.
Yeah.
And by the way, you can't really see it because we don't have a big zoom on this camera, but the door depicts the book of Genesis. And all the way up top, there's some decoration with Adam and Eve. 1 o'clock.
Oh, it's nice and special.
All right, so on that note, we're getting out of here. This was a really awesome little side trip. If you guys are interested, Bok Tower Gardens is about an hour just south or west of the theme parks. Kind of near Legoland if you're visiting that area.
Yeah.
Very mellow and great place to just walk around. Very hot,
Very hot.
but we're in some of the hottest weather ever here in Florida. And
Come
bring
during the winter season.
yeah, come during the winter. Bring bug spray.
Yes.
We're getting out of here. Thanks a lot for coming along. Thank you very much for all of your likes, comments, and subscriptions. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Have a great day. See you guys.